Now, one of the things that you see here is a dashboard, and this dashboard represents what a recruiter looks at. It has different things on it, which is the ongoing projects that the recruiter is working on, the monthly requirements that the recruiter works on, essentially what the progress of the recruiter as you go forward is, right? You will see at the bottom the number of resumes that the recruiter has viewed, shortlisted, similar to a mini ATS. You'll see a few tabs that will explain a little more about what the recruiter's function is on a day-to-day basis. What I'm also going to do now is jump into projects and positions, which helps you understand exactly what the front view is of the recruiter, where you can see different projects that the person is working on. And essentially, to get down to the technology that really makes us kick, we're going to be looking at how to create a position on the top right hand corner. We're going to click on create position, and we're going, as the written word would go and as a job description would be posted on a site or a career site on Naukri.com, you'd have a job description posted here in natural language. Now, here's where the technology kicks in when we analyze for skills. What it's doing here right now is looking at the text.
System goes ahead and looks at every functional and technical aspect and automatically ranks skills in order of precedence. Now, if we scroll up, we'll see that there's another tab that the system has thrown up here, which we call the Inferred Skills tab. Now, the system understands that from the job description, whatever you have written out, it's gone ahead and picked out skills from that and given it logical scoring saying this is important, this is a little lesser important. But what it's also done is it's giving you a set of skills here and telling you that, okay, you have not mentioned all of these, but we think that having these skills would make the person a better fit for the job.
So the next step that we will do, and the logical step here, is to essentially sort of preview the results. When you're going through the analysis, you want to look at exactly what you're going to get as a source, right? The number of resumes that are going to come out of this. And what the system is doing now is actually going to the databases that we're connected to and firing a query out of these databases to sort of understand how many resumes exist in Monster, Shine, or Times Jobs, and give you a sort of even your internal database. If you have a pool of resumes there, what are the specific candidates that are most suited to this particular position? And you can select a source if you want, right? And or you can sort of create the position and go on from there. We'll see it loading data, which allows us to understand the number of resumes that come out which are relevant, and voila. So I'm going to pick, Rajshekhar right there and see whether they're good enough.
So what we're looking at right now is the highlight tab. So what the system does automatically is it looks at the person's resume and goes ahead and distills pieces of important information out and presents it back to you. So you can have a good look at a real snapshot of the resume without going through it in its entirety. And what you see here is an intelligent learning path. So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to tell you that for the skills that didn't match, what are the books that he could read or what are the courses that he could potentially do to come up to that level so that that skill gap disappears, and what is the plan for doing so. So he can go through these books and he can pursue them in his own time to get to that level.
So one of the things I wanted to add is that the intelligent learning path demonstration, which is really going to be effective, one is when you're trying to engage candidates and get them inside, you're already telling them what to learn before they come in. So the cycle of 3 months, 90 days is used effectively when you're getting a candidate to come in, right? That's one engagement model. The other is to transform talent when they come in. We have obviously useful techniques to do it. We're connected into Coursera, Udacity, Udemy, Canvas, and Google Books. This allows us to be a lot more nimble and relevant in terms of today's kind of quality of courses, that allows us to start demonstrating a greater value when you're talking about talent acquisition and the right kind of talent coming in for a particular job.